Well, build my gallows and build them high. Makes a long time climbing before I die. I want the chance that's buried in his eye. Well, they gave me bars, but I can see between to a dusty yard and a long gone green. They call that freedom, if you know what I mean. And I drown my sorrows, but the whiskey's gone. I'm sober.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Quick Bang. I'm Matty. This is our very quick review of at least the second half of Hibs' victory through in Andorra against Santa Coloma. I've got Kaiser Soze and Tracy on with me tonight. Kaiser, you're first in, so I'll start with you. What was your take on the game, mate?
Well, I thought in the first half there was a lot of faffing about, but I'm not sure if that was just my internet connection or no. But there's not really much you can say about the first half apart from somebody could have at least put a wee Periscope feed on that was at the game. But there we go. The bit I caught for the second, Murphy's goal, I missed it. I was on my phone. And then the second goal was quality. It's good to see Mackie getting on the score sheet. I thought we looked decent. It was a bit of a boring game. The bit that I watched, it wasn't. I think that obviously nobody's heart was in it because of the score, and then obviously after Santa Coloma scored, that's kind of when Hibs upped it a gear and put some nice balls in. Or unlucky not to get more goals, and that's job done and we're through to the next round.
Happy days. What about you, Tracy? What did you think?
Sorry, I mute myself. Yeah, I felt the same. I think as well because there was no fans in the stadium. It was obviously the commentary, so it took you quite a while to try and get into it as well. But job done, obviously, first leg, and it was just really about getting players minutes as well over there for the first game of the season on Sunday. But yeah, I was really happy to see with Daniel Mackay on the score sheet. You know, I think he's looking a real great prospect for the club, and just the fact, you know, he's come now, he's into a Premiership team and he's scored his first European goal, he's going to be on a high. So yeah, no, I thought we did what we had to do.
It's good.
Job was done.
You mentioned kind of like Daniel Mackay when he scored against Arsenal, right, which is good going, and then obviously showed he can score against a higher level opposition tonight. Scored against Santa Coloma, so is good for him. What about Matt Macy, Kaiser? How do you think he did?
I thought he pulled off about 3 top class saves, and I think at that time when they'd equalised, I think that was the difference in that game. He's definitely the man. For what I've seen, he's the man of the match. Just the saves were quality, and I think having him in the team, I think we're not going to miss Rocky as much as we thought we were going to, because the guy's just class.
What about you, Tracy? Do you agree with that?
Yeah, completely. I think we've got a great goalkeeper in him. Even Kevin, as his number 2 is just got great backup as well. So I think we're doing okay in the goalkeeping. Obviously, they were quite excited about Matt Macy in the commentary. Magnifique. They were giving big licks about his height. I don't know, they must be on some Hibs sites. Because that's all we seem to talk about.
And we're joined by Raymond as well. Raymond coming in. What was your take on the game, Raymond?
Just dive straight in there, Matty.
Aye.
I've no time to even consider it. First half I felt was outstanding.
Best first half we've seen in a while, eh?
Probably, but there's still plenty of people, plenty of time to complain about, I don't know, Dre Wright handling someone. They've had a chance to moan about him. Listen, second half, it was what it was. It was essentially a foregone conclusion, wasn't it? I think that it was all about sort of damage limitation as far as avoiding injuries was concerned. We appeared to do that up until about the 87th minute or 80th minute. It looked like Macy got a bit of a knock, possibly. But listen, the game was what it was, mate. I wasn't that taken, but I'll rephrase it. I wouldn't take terribly much from it. I wouldn't make cast judgment on anyone up against that opposition, you know.
Do you think, Tracy, the conditions came into play at all? Was it quite a hot day in Andorra and on that plastic pitch? I think that would have been difficult for the players.
Yeah, it can be. It's not the best to be in, but you know the guys did what they had to do, and you know they've come through it pretty much unscathed. As well, okay, we conceded a goal which they'll not be happy with, but you know we'd done really what we had to do because we'd done it in the first leg anyway.
Yeah.
So we gave ourselves a really good, comfortable lead going over there. So I suppose conditions aside, you know, I think we were always going to be fine anyway.
There's a really funny angle. So like if you see behind there's like an optical illusion behind the main stand there. There's like a mountainside, and all the houses on it were like this as well. It looked like we were playing on a slope that was kind of significantly worse than the one that we used to have at Easter Road. So I thought the players coped well with that. Kaiser, any gripes with the goal that we conceded?
No, I thought defensively that's kind of a way we picked up for the game. We just looked a bit shaky. We just looked, I'm not going to say disinterested, but I don't know. It was open. We just let them on to us too much. I think Hanlon and Potchus were getting a bit of stick, but I mean, nah, it was going to happen if we let them come onto it. And I kind of shouted that out in the last quick bang that they were going to come at us and they were going to try and play because they had nothing to lose. And you've seen that in the day's game, the difference between what they'd done at Easter Road to what they'd done in days. They came out for the back, they had a goal, and it was just to their detriment after they equalised because Hibs turned it up a notch.
And Murphy scored the first goal for him. It was a bit of a mistake for their keeper. He came out for the ball that he was never going to get, and it was a bit an easy goal for Murphy. Somebody asked me on Twitter if that was Murphy's first goal for Hibs, but I'm sure it's no. But when else has he scored for us?
He has scored. I can't recall when. But I have it in my head that he has scored.
I'm certain he has because I'm sure I saw him kind of do like a sucking his thumb type celebration after he scored it, and I'm pretty sure I never imagined it. I have some pretty wacky dreams from time to time, but I didn't.
That's a weird dream.
I didn't think I've dreamt that. So that's us through comfortably anyway to the next round. We've got Motherwell on Sunday. Just before we wrap up, what's your predictions for Sunday? Raymond, I'll start with you, and then I'll come to Tracy and Kaiser to finish up.
You know, I'm going to take us for the win. If for no other reason, the Motherwell have lost quite a lot of their good players. There'll still be boys settling in, and frankly, we're the better team. We've got a lot to look forward to this season. You know, let's start sort of shouting it for the rooftops too soon and all the rest of it. But if things fall into place and they just go the right way, I think we've got every reason to be confident going into most games, to be perfectly honest. And going by last season, playing away from home suits us better. We prefer that counter-attacking style of play. So, frankly, I'd rather have an away game to start with. I'd like to get hold of Celtic just now. I'm actually quite envious that mob across the town have got them at the moment, because this is the time to get them.
Tracy, what are you feeling for? I know you've got vested interest beside you there. What are you thinking for Sunday?
Yeah, I think we'll win. Don't think it's going to go any other way. I see a kind of 2-3-0 win for the Hibs, and I'm just so excited that we're actually allowed to be there as well. So can't wait. Got my tickets back on the away season ticket scheme. So yeah, I mean, can't beat away days. And Motherwell's quite a nice ground as well to go to for away days. So looking forward to it. But I think
no trains though, Tracy. No trains.
Oh, it's just on the road for me.
Be using the train.
I know. Yeah. I'm all right because it's not too far for me. So it's quite a nice journey for us. But yeah, I think we've got loads, as Raymond says, to look forward to this season. I think, you know, the players we've brought in, players we've retained so far as well. I think we've got a really good season ahead of us.
I'm really excited about the season. Kaiser, how about you on Sunday? Hibs win?
I think Jack Ross done well today to sub off Nisbet and Boyle, because I think they're going to be key for us in every game, and hopefully we can keep a hold of Nisbet and Boyle. I think with Motherwell as well, like we can't take any team lightly. I mean, we need to. It's day at your peril. We're maybe a wee bit more match sharp than them, but Motherwell can give us a game. They've done it time and time again. So as long as Hibs turn up like we all know they can, then we should be fine and we should get a couple of goal difference. But just on the player retention and stuff like that, I hope we announce another centre back or something. So it's just we've got another option there to keep the two guys on their toes. I think that's the only thing. Like apart from the rest of the signings, well, quite happy with the team and seeing the guys coming on that we've signed and that. They look like they're going to come right into a game. So, no, it's definitely going to be an exciting season ahead.
I can't wait to get going. Guys, thanks very much for taking time out your evening. We'll be back later on tonight. Actually, we've got short bangers that we're recording, so watch out for them from tonight over the weekend. And we're back with long bangers on Monday to review the win against Motherwell, hopefully. Take care. Thanks very much for coming on. We'll see you next time.
County line, I pledged upon. Well, they trailed me down when I broke free. I drank all the whiskey in Tennessee.